Coming up, we have a good one for you. Between the Las Vegas Raiders and our home team. Leading the Raiders sideline, that is head coach Pete Carroll. This guy's caught in the mushy middle of the NFL after 4 weeks, sitting at 2-2. Across the way, the Desperados and their head coach. These guys making a long trip home for their International Series game last week, so not as much time as usual to prepare for this one. I'm Kate Scott here with Brock Hewitt, and everybody just about set. And off we go from OKC. Returning it from the 4. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Out comes their offense for its first possession of the game. And they'll be let out by their third-year signal caller.
While we all love to talk about the quarterback, he really wasn't at the forefront of their win last week, Kate. Kind of took a step back and let some of his teammates shine. Yeah, he made a good mark with a touchdown pass, a bad mark with an interception. Welcome to life in the NFL as a quarterback. You know he wants to make a little more noise, elevate everybody else a little better than he did a week ago.
And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, you got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Offense to the line for second down.
Here we go, shot it.
Throwing from the gun. Connects on the crosser. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. Now about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
And a handoff for Davis, running right. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he set out. Pickup of 12 on that play. And they're going to have a first down now.
10 at the 42-yard line.
Go!
They'll go again with Davis. And this run is going to push him inside the 40. Give him 7 there. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here. What he was able to do in support of that win.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Going right back to Davis. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Come on, set. Bronco leading.
They'll go play action. Into the hands of Garrett Wilson. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
The first carry for the speedy Dylan Sampson. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger.
Third down. Here's Davis. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal. Love the way they decided to keep the drive moving, Brock, pounding it forward, setting an early tone on this opening drive.
It sure does, both physically and then mentally as well, because you know and I know, successful run often leads to great play-action pass.
Drive has kind of seemed destined for the end zone, partner. First of a few chances now to reach it.
72 move. Check go.
They'll run. Davis. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Throw is caught. And he drives this forward to the 6.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Third down from the gun. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away. So he goes down. And the defense a down away from completing this stand. It's 4th and goal. Cairo Santos now to try the field goal. A very short kick here from the right hash. Santos' kick is good. And they get 3 on their first series. Hope to build on that in the drives ahead.
If they can keep moving that ball the way they did on the opening drive, he's going to be called upon, I'm going to guess, Kate, for more than just field goals. Probably some extra points, too.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Brown with a return here. Ooh, a big lick from the coverage team there. That is going to stop things before they can get it to the 30. So out head the Raiders for their first possession. They're led out by one of only a handful of quarterbacks, Brock, to eclipse 200 career starts. You covered him for a long time in Seattle. A 10-time Pro Bowl selection, Russell Wilson.
A bit of an uneventful outing individually last week, Kate. A touchdown and a pick for him, but the lasting memory, well, there's no question about it. Walking off that field with a loss, that stings. No doubt he feels he could have done more to prevent that result. Expect to see a motivated individual taking snaps here this week.
All right, partner, testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is
to do it. He finds Brown right side. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They run it with Saquon Barkley. Get some space around midfield. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. Getting 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from the home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
Going to the ground again on 1st. They're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
Las Vegas, 1st down. A gain of 15.
Rush coming for Wilson.
Las Vegas.
Finds his man over the middle. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. And you keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now. He rolls to his right. Brought in. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold it right at the line of scrimmage. So 3rd down now. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it 40 yards or reset the downs. Oh, love this. Giving it to the big guy on 3rd and short. And he's going to have enough for the 1st down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
This is why it's so important not to overcommit to the team's lead runner. It went to a secondary ball carrier, and they cut him down for a big red zone stop.
Barkley. Will not challenge for the end zone. He loses a bunch here. I think we both sensed it as the play was developing, Brock. It didn't look like either guy wanted the football, and you can see why with how well it played out defensively.
Yeah, there's 2 looks as a quarterback you hate to see on your teammate's face. When you throw your receiver into coverage and he gets smacked, and then when you pitch it out to the running back and he gets the negative yards on his stat sheet, yeah, that's one the quarterback's got to rectify.
What are you doing? Thought he had a touchdown there. And now they're left with 3rd and goal. Here he goes, 3rd and long. This one's caught. Defenses are fine with surrendering that completion if it means making a stop short like they did and bringing a 4th down.
Yeah, I like when these defensive coordinators say they want to populate the ball. And that was a perfect example of it. Don't let the playmaker get started.
At the end of one, a field goal for each side, but no one has found the end zone just yet. Both teams neck and neck so far. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Fielded at the 7. Finds some space. He's past the 30. So they're going to begin from the 36 as he's brought down. Their offense headed back out for its second drive of the contest. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. And start with a give to Davis. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner. And
he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're ruling him out of bounds. We've got third down. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series. He's the one driving it.
He makes the catch. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Going right side, Davis with it. And that effort yields him about 3 yards there. Second down.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, siphoning up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Throwing now off the play action. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. To the air on 3rd and long. Go left side cut by Douglas. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
First down. It's a run with Davis. He's got it in the red zone. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up.
Even with everything he racked up on that run, you could argue he deserved maybe a little bit more. That call was the perfect one to break for big yards. The only thing that saved the defense from a score was getting that contact to slow him down and eventually, finally, stop him.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Get to Sampson here up the middle. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
SOS. You hear me talking about it between the 20s a lot. Stay on schedule. But it comes into play in 1st and goal situations too, because a run like that now, well, leaves a whole playbook wide open for you.
And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. The rookie out of Alabama there on the tackle.
5 yards.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Davis goes up and over for the touchdown. The Desperados take a 2nd quarter lead. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
Now Cairo Santos on to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Desperados break that tie and now lead by 7. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Here's a return from the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Shotgun snap for Wilson. Finds him over the middle. He got mighty close, didn't he? But they marked him just short of the first. He's at the 34.
You know, kid, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Some tough running from the leader of the offense right there. Didn't have a ton of room, but he made it work well enough to move those chains.
First down.
First down, here's Russ. Big gain downfield. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. That goes for 32 yards. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
Just about every offense since the beginning of time, since the forward pass, Kate, has loved a tight end that can stretch the middle of the field. Man, I remember as a kid watching Kellen Winslow Sr. dice up right here between the hashes. And what a difference it can make for an offense.
First down throw from Wilson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack drives him in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of this second down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Blood in the water defensively after that sack. This offense facing 2nd and 23. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Rohit Gilman up from the secondary for that tackle.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
3rd and long for him here. He's got a man left. And that will not be enough for a first down.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it. What a season this guy is having. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
Has this at the 6. He lost the football. And they dodge a turnover there on the return. And he's going to be touched down as that one comes to an end. The Desperados and this running back headed back out for a new series. They're on a 3-game winning streak, Brock, and working to stretch that out to 4. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll come out throwing. Wilson on the slant. And he takes this up to the 34-yard line. That's a gain of 4 on the play.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. They're going play action. Escapes the pocket. Well, would have been a big completion, Brock, if not for that meddling defender who knocked it away. And that sets up 3rd down.
Kate, it just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they've just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to...
Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
No one picks him up, and he reminded everyone in the building why that's a major mistake. The linebacker's athleticism on full display. A sack in under 2 seconds? That's a select group of players on the planet who could pull that off.
So on 4th down, out comes the son of a punter, Brad Robbins, to boot this away. And we'll see how his debut offering goes. He bunted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. He's got this at the 27, and he gets a gain of 9, and that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Just a minute 54 now to play in our opening half, Brock. More from Oklahoma City in just a second. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Russ now from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 36.
2nd down and 10.
Wilson now from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. They'll throw 3rd and long. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. Tempting to perhaps take the yards and run 3rd down again, partner, but they decline it. So that's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes Bryce Behringer to handle the 4th down punt. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away. Oh, baby, there's way too much behind that kick, and he knew it. That's all the way over the end zone for a touchback. Now this offense getting set to work here. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line. Airing it out to start this drive. He completes it in traffic. He hits him for a gain of 6. He's up to the 26.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Same guy, Wilson again. And he's going to be pushed out up near that 40-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Looking now from the gun. The left side caught by Andrews. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield stripe block as he's sent out. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
First down. Let's go. 1st and 10.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Rolling into enemy territory. And this play is nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. They strike for 23 yards. And that gives him a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10.
They are throwing it again. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
34-yard line.
Things already looking a good bit tougher here. It is 2nd and 17 after the sack. Pass play coming here. That's Kincaid with a catch out left. And this is going to get them all the way to the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
That's good for an Oklahoma City 1st down.
Let's go now.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Looking inside the red zone. Going right back to Kincaid. Complete. Touchdown. The Desperados will add to their lead at the end of the half. Dalton Kincaid with a touchdown. So Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Santos now for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Desperados drive their lead to 11.
17.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They've got first down here, but just 18 seconds to work with. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And a nice little run there gets him 5. Second down upcoming.
He's brought down at the 31. A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
So a 2-score game here at the break. Some work to be done as we get ready for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Scott Hansen. Scott?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
As always, big thanks to our guy Scott Hansen and everyone down in Orlando. We're back looking at a 2-score game here, Brock, as our third quarter gets underway. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Fielded at the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Raiders just about ready for this one. It's first and 10. Third quarter's going to start with a run by Barkley. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. And gain 11 on that play. And that's a Vegas first down. New set of downs from 37.
At the 37-yard line.
First down, and they go right back to it. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line.
Stay on schedule. SOS. We talk about it all the time offensively. You've got to stay on schedule, and a run like that puts you now so far behind the sticks. Going to take some superhuman effort now on second down.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Out left, Lamb makes the grab. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first. To the line, here's 3rd and 3. Here's Wilson to the air. Waddle makes the catch. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. He gets forward, that's about 4 yards. Dax Hill up for the stop.
You know, okay, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. It doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Finds him on the crossing route. This is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Las Vegas, first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Barkley trying this up the gut. That is exactly why you rally to the football. Got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Good point, good point. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
He's really starting to just about exhaust every option and trick he's got at his disposal. That time, trying to test him outside the pocket, extend the play, there was just nowhere to go with it.
Intercepted in the end zone. Picked by Alohi Gilman. And the Desperados will be set up at the 20-yard line following that interception.
When chances to score have been so few and far between for your offense, Kate, you got to come through in these opportunities, especially now in the second half. Like all game, this defense has just risen to the occasion and jumped on the chance at that interception.
Now this offense ready to head back out. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. Let's see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud quarterback, just throwing away from him? Well, maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
Called in left side. And he's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. It's 16 yards on that play. And that means 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
1st down, play action. Hits his running back. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Back now, pressure coming. Setting up the screen. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. This is the type of performance a former quarterback, just like yourself, Brock, can marvel at. He's carried a great performance through much of this game. Even as the defense adjusted, tried to slow him down, none of it mattered.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because these moments the game does slow down. It is so fast on the field for the normal person, but when a QB's in a rhythm like this, the game is slow and he is dicing them.
Ready? Viking 18.
Davis off the pistol handoff. And he's going to get forward for a gain of about 7 on that run. It's 2nd down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. On 3rd down, he'll go with Sampson. And he's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's a middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
3rd down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive. Davis takes it straight ahead. This is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. Now following the play, we see the medical staff hurrying out for an injured Raider. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
Let's go.
This time it's a passing play. Has him on the quick hitter. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
To the end zone, but incomplete. Couldn't get it. That's going to set up 2nd and goal. So they fire for the end zone on 1st down, Brock. I think a lot of folks probably assume after the incompletion it'd be a run here on 2nd and goal. What say you?
Yeah, I think you always got to be careful about assuming as a fan, as a defensive coordinator.
He runs it across. Touchdown! The Desperados push their lead further to start the half. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put an
met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game?
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Santos now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Desperados push their lead to 18. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Return starts at the 3. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Barkley. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Shotgun snap for Wilson. Short pass brought in. Continuing to move past the 45. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. Oh, just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
Wilson to throw it. He's got a man left. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30. You're right at the 31. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st down. New set of downs for him from the 31. 1st down. Here's Russ. Has it at the 7. Touchdown, Vegas. The Raiders shrinking the lead some in the 3rd.
There are a couple different ways now. You can win on a fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. The point after splits the uprights. And the Raiders make it an 11-point ball game.
24, Raiders 13.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Here's a return from the 7. He's stopped on the run back of the 27. The offense headed back to the field. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. First call here coming from the shotgun. Running out of the gun with Davis. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
2nd down pass play coming. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up.
Still 2nd down.
So this is going to be 2nd down and long following the holding flag.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Dump off caught by his back. Gets up the edge to the 35. And he gets it forward to the 43-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the third quarter. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a two-score game to begin the fourth. First and 10 from the 43. He's dropping back to throw. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground. Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver. And now they face second down.
A.J. Terrell on the coverage.
Come on. Set. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Looking to throw here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So after that prior incompletion, it's third down.
10 yards to go.
Here we go. Set.
Here he goes, third and long. He's going to push one deep down there. This is brought in at the 50. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that is good for a first down.
Oklahoma City, first down. First and 10 at the 15.
Now a toss play, Davis. And he's able to tip this one in for the touchdown. The Desperados making a three-score game in the fourth.
Let's see, Ken. I think in bowling, you get 3 strikes, that's a turkey. You know, in hockey or soccer, you score 3 goals, that's a hat trick. What we could call this, other than simply splendid?
Santos now for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Desperados push their lead to 18. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Brown with a return here. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Out comes Las Vegas on offense. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. First down throw from Wilson. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long. But finally, this defense has an answer.
Wilson now from the gun. Complete out to the right side. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. Fresh set downs now from the 39.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On first down, it's Wilson. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Second and 10 now, ball still at that 39-yard line. Ross is cooking again. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends him backwards ahead of third down.
In a situation like this, you got to be a fixer. I mean, this game is hard, and you get into known passing situations, it gets even more difficult. But when you don't get rid of the ball and you take another sack, you make this third down a near impossibility.
This offense looking to converge as they come up on third down. Third and long for him here. Buys time, rolling right. Tries to lob that one up, and it's intercepted. Oh, he loses it on the return. They could get this back. But it bounces out of bounds, so they'll retain possession.
Oh, you know what, Kate? That defense right there, they thought they had a huge play until they saw that ball bouncing out of bounds. One bounce in just the other direction. They're off the field. Instead, well, they're on the field. They got to shake it off, though, and keep this offense from the end zone.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Ready? Let's go.
Davis gets it from the gun. They take him down just as he gets inside that red zone. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go. And we're going to stop for a minute here. Looks like the back was injured after handling that carry, so we'll check on his status after this break. 4 downs to get this across. Here's first and goal.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
And off to Simpson. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Simpson again. And this defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. Give him 4 on that toast. That brings up third goal from the 6.
4 yards on the pickup. It's now third and goal.
Here's a throw. Makes the catch. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Well, I guess 3 isn't enough to pad the lead. They're pulling out all the stops. It's 4th and goal. Going for it with Davis. And they stop him. No touchdown, no first down. That's a turnover on downs near the end zone.
This running back has had himself a day, but not on that play. Finally, a little bit of catharsis for everyone on that defense to keep him from the first and get a turnover, a much-needed turnover on downs.
The Vegas offense getting set for another drive now. And they take the field feeling pretty beaten down with how this one's gone. Even if they're keeping their heads high, Brock, not a whole lot they've been able to do so far.
Yeah, in these moments, I think of golfers, right, in a tournament. They don't want to look at the scoreboard. They don't want to see how much they're down. They just want to take it shot by shot by shot. That's exactly what this offense has got to do.
He's going to be taken down right as he reaches that 20-yard line.
First and 10 at the 20-yard
Wilson
line.
now, first and 10. Taking a shot deep here. And the downfield call is going to go unanswered. Defender saw to that. That incompletion means it's second down. They'll try again from the 20 after the incompletion. Second and 10 now, Wilson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And it'll be third down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game.
When nothing opens up, that becomes a pretty clear throwaway spot. I mean, that is textbook throwaway spot right there, Kate. Get outside the box, chuck it into the 3rd row, and avoid exactly what happened right there. Because now 3rd down is so much harder.
So the heave knocked away from the intended targets. That brings up 4th down.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that was just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
Desperation time here. Finds the in route complete. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. Working quickly here.
And a Raider first down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Wilson on first and 10. That's incomplete left side.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Sticking in the air with Wilson. Has some daylight through the 40. It's a gain of 19 on the play. That's a Vegas first down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense. and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Hits him on the in route. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31.
18 more yards. That's another Las Vegas first down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
And they're going to get up to it and spike it. That's going to stop the clock. Second and 10. Need something positive here. From the gun, it's Wilson. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. Wilson to throw again. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on third down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. Fourth down coming up. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the fourth. Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. Completed over the middle. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. All set now. First and 10.
And the Raider first down. First and 10 at the
From the red zone now. That's cut. It's Saquon Barkley. It's close, but he's not going to score. Out of bounds right at the goal line, Brock. It's going to be first and goal.
That's good for Las Vegas first down. First and goal. Raiders.
Going to run with Barkley. And he hauls it across for the Las Vegas touchdown. The Raiders get it back to within 2 possessions. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Let's see what Wilson has planned here. 2-point try coming up.
The Raiders will line up for the 2-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And it's hauled in inside the end zone for 2. That trims the lead just a little bit. Oh, it's a favorite of NFL teams and armchair quarterbacks alike, partner. The quick slant. It is so tough to defend that close to the goal line. And this time, it works for 2.
It sure is. It's one of those plays that I think Bart Starr was running in the 60s, that slant route.
Whoa.
When you incorporate it with the threat of a fade as well, that's when it becomes so effective. But you get inside that DB, you show the quarterback your numbers, and it's almost automatic for a 2-point conversion.
And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. Well, kind of feels like we're starting to get to that point, Brock.
And what point is that, Kate?
You know, the bold point of the game where you have to try something bold could end up becoming a play that finally sinks him up.
Yeah, it's time for desperation. Without a defensive stop here, it's really hard to lay out the scenarios for much success. Every second matters now when you don't come up with that onside kick.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. They'll go again with Davis. And who nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. A timeout taken by Vegas. That's its 2nd. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game. Going right back to Davis. And the big game followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of him on that run. Now the Raiders using the last of their timeouts. Offense to the line. 2nd down.
24-yard line.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Davis up the middle. This one isn't looking much better, Brock. He's handed another loss. That's 2 in a row. They've got 3rd down now coming up.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over it.
They go to him again, Brock, and they deny him the line again. That's another loss. This one sets up 4th down. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Questionable snap. He can't connect. It is no good. And their lead holds steady at 10.
Hey, whether it's a good hold or not, the process is the same for that kicker. He's going to catch some unfair blame on this one, Kate, because it was the snap that just set everything off. Not accurate enough, and that left the holder scrambling to try to get his job done, and none of them, unfortunately, could.
Wilson with it on first. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 36. Shotgun snap for Wilson. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jeremy Chin has got it. And the Desperados will be down inside the opposing 35 as they take over after that interception.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
The Desperados ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34.
Here we go, set.
On the handoff, here's Davis. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. It's a gain of 12 on that one, and that gives him the first.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
It's the 2-minute warning here in Oklahoma City. Desperados close to beginning the year 4-0. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. Here's a design run. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Handoff here to Davis. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 10.
Setting up for the kneel down on 3rd. Drawn up for him. So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with the win. Well, Brock, we both thought coming into this one that it was going to be a tough hill to climb going up against one of the better defenses in the NFL. But these guys looked and said, Hill? What hill?
And you know what? I think that happens over the course of this week. Sometimes when you know what you're facing, Kate, and you're watching tape and it's a really good defense, you know you got to be on your game. And this offense certainly was today.
So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Desperados are your winners as we bid you farewell from Oklahoma City.